All right, come to a comfortable seat. Oh yeah, clear my notebook off. So as you come to a comfortable seat, make sure you're sitting up on something if your hips are feeling tight today. I know mine are, it's Monday morning, I haven't stretched them yet. So as you sit up on something, move a little bit side to side to move the sitting bone flesh back and broad. And then as you rest your hands down, give a little gentle press, giving yourself that little action of grounding. And then some movement with your hips, a little side to side shift. And now up and back with your shoulders. Lengthen the back of your neck, let your eyes close, and take a full deep breath. Taking that opportunity to tune into an even and full breath in and out of your nose. And as you tune into your full breath for this next couple of breath cycles, take in whatever is showing up in your body, whatever's showing up in your mind. Notice what's going on for you this morning. Maybe even make that in the form of noticing your energy level. Connecting palms together at your heart in Anjali Mudra or prayer position. Give a gentle press with your hands. Lift your shoulders up and back. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bow toward your heart, honoring yourself for taking this time. And softly opening your eyes, release your hands down, and then gently roll your shoulders back a couple of times, starting to work through the shoulders a little bit. Add that movement side to side with your head if it feels good. Starting to check in with the neck. And now let's take arms into gratitude, elbows hugging by your sides, palms turn up, and then rotate your arms, getting that expansion through your front body. And then take ear to shoulder a couple times. And as you take ear to shoulder, think about the top of your shoulder growing longer on one side. So as your head goes to the right, your left shoulder gets longer. Head to the left, right shoulder longer. Then back into center here. Give a few pulses here with your arms. So as you pulse, you're allowing the shoulder blades to start to engage and release. Engage and release a few times. And now keep as open as your body is ready for. Tuck your chin down and get long through the back of your neck. Shake your head no toward the ground. Then lifting up through the back of your neck, release your arms down, giving a little bit of a break. And again, roll shoulders back. And roll shoulders forward. Now make fists and bring them to your low back and give a little press down onto your low back, the tops of your glutes here. Lift up and open through your shoulders, hug your elbows back. Take a really deep breath. Forgive the dogs barking in the background. Take a full deep inhale, lift your heart up high. Exhale, release your arms back. And now switch the cross of your legs. And as you shift your sitting bones for the second side, just notice for yourself the difference that you experience. Take your hands right to your hip creases and give a push down. And as you push down, lift your shoulders up and back, lengthen the back of your neck. And now hands come to clasp behind the back of your head. And as you press back with your head into your hands, open your elbows up wide and draw your shoulder blades onto your back. From here, slow side to side movement. As you move side to side, think of lifting one elbow and then lifting the other elbow, allowing your head to stay pressing back, shoulder blades to stay engaged onto your back. Take one more on each side. Then back into center. Now release your hands. Take your hands in front of you, clasp. Pull forward with your arms and round back through your spine. Your chin tucks in towards your chest. And then add a little bit of movement here through your sides, expanding through one side of your back and the other side of your back. And now inhale, rise up tall, shift forward onto hands and knees. You can set aside whatever you're sitting on if that works for you, and then feel free to grab blocks here. Or whatever you're using for blocks, and then set yourself up, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Rotate elbow pits forward and push. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog pose. And from here, take a few moments to move and shift, bending one knee at a time, allowing movement to happen through your hips, but staying really strong and stable through your arms and shoulders. And then walk your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. First one of the day, so feel free to take your feet wider than your hips here. Inhale and lengthen part way, hands above your knees, send your sitting bones up, extend your heart forward. Exhale, fold over your legs as deeply as your body is ready for it. If you're particularly tight this morning, then maybe you stay with hands or elbows up at your thighs. Take a big, deep breath and send your sitting bones to the sky. Keep your knees, you have two of them. Keep your knees bent. And exhale. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back into your lunge. You might need to adjust the width of your feet. Blocks for your hands if you want. Extend your heart forward. Center off your hips. Now, bend your back knee and push down with your toes. Lift your back hip. And then let your hip come back to center, and then do it again. Bend your back knee, push your toes down, lift your hip. I'll turn sideways so you can see. We'll do it one more time. Bend your back knee, push with your toes, lift your back hip. And now we're going to switch. Inhale, step forward, and exhale, left foot steps back into your lunge. Pause and find centering with your hips, drawing your right hip crease back in space. And now bend your back knee. Push with your toes, lift your back hip up. And then do it again. Bend your back knee, push with your toes, lift your hip. One more time, bend your back knee, push, lift your hip. Inhale, step forward, and exhale, fold over your legs. Take a couple big breaths in your forward fold here. And as you forward fold, feel free to pulse a little bit. You can always inhale to part way and exhale to fold, or add a little bit of movement side to side, sway through your torso. And now step your right foot back into your lunge, and this time we'll work our front leg towards straight, up as high as your body is ready for on blocks or whatever you're using, and work your front leg into that hamstring stretch. As you work towards straight, keep your big toe pressing down and wrap your left hip back. Bend your right knee and tilt your sitting bones up. Inhale, bend into your front knee and step forward. Exhale, step your left foot back. And now again, center up your hips. Work your right leg towards straight. Press your big toe down and wrap your right hip back. Then send sitting bones up. It helps to give a little bend to your back knee there to find some movement. Full deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward, and exhale, fold over your legs. Hands to hips. Press your hips back, start to lift up and open through shoulders and rise all the way up to stand. And now as you come up to stand, we're going to be balancing for a moment. So if you want to, you can always come over to a wall or to a chair to help your balance. But find your balance onto your left foot and bring your right knee into your hand. Give your foot a flex and then start to open it up. Now give your standing knee a little bend. Squeeze your glute and push into the floor to stand taller. And now inhale, come back into center. And now cross right ankle over your left knee. Again, you can still be with hand at the wall here or a chair if you want. Set your hips back for just a moment. Sitting bones move back. Then inhale, rise back up and release your foot down. Second side, find your balance on your right foot. Left knee comes into your hand. Flex your foot. Give your left or your right knee a little bend. Squeeze your glute. Push into the floor and then open up. Turn your knee open to the side. As you lift your chest, take one more big breath right here. And then bring your knee back in the center. Cross left ankle over your right knee and start to sit your hips back a little bit. Again, you always have something to help your balance. Take a full inhale, long deep exhale. Inhale, rising back up, release your foot back to the ground. Feet inner hip bone distance apart and parallel. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen part way. Exhale and fold. Let your fingertips step your right foot back into your lunge. This time, push feet into the ground and inhale, rise up to a lifted lunge. Center with your hips. And now push with your back toes and allow your back thigh to lift a little bit more. Tone your low belly. Now hands come behind to clasp. As you press your palms together, lift your shoulders up and back, and then hug your elbows back, keeping them bent. Take a deep breath, lift your chest. And now turn and plant your back heel. Open your front knee up and maybe even adjust your stance to a little bit wider. But lift up with your heart in this warrior two variation. Deep full breath. And now push into the floor with your left foot, working your left leg towards straight. Shift your hips back, create a hip crease in that front leg, but keep a little micro bend in the knee. Heart forward, hand comes down to a block or the floor or above your knee for your triangle pose. Left hand wherever you need it to be to grow really long through your spine. Turn your belly and your heart more open. Maybe stretch your right arm up. Big deep breath. Bend into your front knee and bring both hands down. Settle back onto your downward facing dog and take a full big inhale and exhale in and out of your nose. Shift just a little forward with your shoulders, rotate elbow pits forward, and as you push with your hands, you're welcome to shift your shoulders back again. We're going to avoid sinking really deeply into the shoulders, but instead keep that rotation of your upper arm bones. Bend your knees, tilt your sitting bones up. Take one more big breath. And then step your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. As many steps as you need. Take an inhale and lengthen part way. Exhale and fold over your legs. And now plant your fingertips. Step left foot back into your lunge. Push with your feet and then bring your hands up to your hips to rise. And then again, you're centering off with your hips. And as you settle in a little bit deeper, use your back toes, your left toes to push and lift from your upper thigh. Good, now hands behind to clasp again. Lift shoulders up and back, opening through the chest, press your palms, hug your elbows. Good, take one more big deep breath right here. Now turn and plant your back heel, keeping that front knee, opening it up. It really wants to tip inward, but we're going to keep it opening toward the pinky toe edge. Take a big, deep inhale and exhale here. Now hands come to your hips. Work your right leg towards straight. You're shifting your hips back to create that hip crease. And then as you reach your chest forward, reach your hand to wherever you need it to be. Right hand to block, to above your knee, or if you have way longer arms than me, then maybe fingertips to the floor, okay? Long spine is what we're going for. Turn your belly and your heart to the left. Put both shoulder blades on your back and then maybe stretch, left arm to the sky. Big deep breath. Exhaling, bend into your front knee. Plant both hands and step back into a downward facing dog pose. Take a big deep breath as you rotate elbow pits forward and push. From your lats out through your hands, lift your sitting bones. Then lower knees down, push hips back towards your heels. Take a child's pose and take a moment to work hips into a little bit of movement side to side, arms a little further forward, deep, full breath. And now let's take a dolphin pose, and you're welcome to take a dolphin version with your knees on the ground instead if you want to, especially if it's really tough on shoulders. So from hands and knees, set forearms down on the ground, elbows are directly underneath your shoulders, palms are pressing down. From this place, push into the ground with your forearms and expand your upper back. Walk your knees back a little ways, tuck your toes under, and if you want to, you can lift your hips up and back for this dolphin. Think of the rotation of your upper arm bones here to allow your collarbones to be broad, space for your head and neck, push with your forearms, lift your sitting bones. Take one more big breath right here. Then release your knees down, hips to heels, take a child's pose, and if you want to, you can reach your arms back alongside your body. Good. So now one more shoulder stretch here. If you would like to, you can use blocks underneath your elbows. Bring them out a little ways from your body with space for your head in between. And then walk your elbows straight ahead from your shoulders. Instead of walking them wide, wide tends to close off the tops of our shoulders. So walk them in. And then as you walk them forward, settle your hips back as deeply as your body is ready for. Maybe your head releases down toward the ground. Take a big, deep, full breath. And then gently push yourself up to your seat. And come all the way down to sitting bones. And now we're going to come to lay all the way onto our backs, but make sure that everything is handy. All the props that you need. And then lay all the way down. And from your back, pull your knees up close to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And now we're going to take a hamstring stretch from here, and it'll also be a little bit of a hip opener. And if you have any tension through the low back, this often does some releasing for you. So footprints to the ground, extend your left leg up long. And now left thumb into your hip crease. And as you push your hip crease forward, just notice your whole leg rotating in the hip socket. And now you're gonna hold on to the back of your leg with your right hand. And maybe you have a considerable bend to your knee if you're really tight here, and that's okay. Or maybe you have a longer, more straight leg. What I want you to do is avoid locking the knee joint. Just keep a little micro bend. So now, if it feels good, you can set your right leg down. Keep reaching through your heel, pressing your hip crease forward, and then just slightly take your leg across your body here so you're getting more into the outside edge of your leg. Take a big deep breath. And now we're going to come all the way across our body in a spinal twist, and your right hand gets to become your holder for your leg. You can always prop things underneath your leg here if that works better for you. But stay pressing into your hip crease with your left thumb, allowing for that space on your left side. Reach through your left heel, take another full big breath. Inhale, come back into center, bend your knee, give it a squeeze into your chest. And then release both feet to the ground. And now lift your left, or your right leg rather, and right thumb into your hip crease. Push your hip crease so you have that rotation of your leg. Press your hamstrings into your left hand and take a big breath. Maybe extend your left leg all the way out. And now just slightly, keeping the hip planted to begin with, take your leg across your body to the left side. Full deep breath, allowing for that length on the outside edge of your leg. And now all the way across to more of a spinal twist, where now your left hand gets to be your support, or maybe you take props underneath your leg. But stay pressing onto your hip crease with your right hand, creating that space. Take a big breath. Then inhale back up to center, bend your knee into your chest and give it a squeeze. Both footprints come to the ground and draw your knees in together to touch. Hands come to your upper thighs and give them a little push so that your low back lifts a little bit off the ground. And then add a little bit of movement here through your hips. A little pivot, a little side to side or up and down movement. And now walk your feet out wider than your mat. And then drop knees slowly side to side in this windshield wiper action that we know and love. And as you take this windshield wiper action, just notice for yourself how one side feels when your hip lifts and your thigh gets long, and then how the other side feels with that hip lift, long thigh. Take one more on each side. And now as you come back into center, find your pillow or bolster, whatever you're using for your prop. You're gonna walk your feet into about hip distance and then lift your hips up and slip your prop underneath your hips. So your hips can come down to rest. And from this place, if it feels good, you're welcome to walk your legs out, coming into more of a psoas stretch. Feel free to take your arms overhead if that feels good. And if it doesn't, if it bothers you in the low back or the sacrum or really any place, feel free to walk your feet back in or even to remove the prop entirely. Just take a moment to find what feels the best and take some deep breaths. Three more full breaths right here. Now gently walk your feet back in, slip your bolster down underneath your legs, and then let your legs come down to rest. Arms open to cactus here, and take a moment to adjust your shoulder blades. You can think of lengthening your sides. And then take a full breath, letting your back body expand into the ground. And now start to set yourself up into your best resting pose. Taking whatever that is for you, including if you want to, placing a blanket over you to add a little more warmth and a little more grounding. But really adjust to any variation of Shavasana that serves you, your body, your mind right now. Really honoring that place that is allowing you to digest the work you've already done this morning. Bring awareness back to your breath. And gently add movement into fingers and into toes. As you slowly bend your knees, start to work your way over to one side, curling up into a tight ball. With an intention of gentleness, press yourself back up to your seat. And as you connect palms together at heart center, press gently and allow elbows to lift, draw shoulder blades gently onto your back. And with your eyes closed, take a deep breath that fills up your heart space. Have a very peaceful, very beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.